Hi, welcome to our Cloud Kitchen. My name is Marcin Knieć and I'm the chef. Well, technically Director of Cloud Portfolio at Transition Technologies PSC. What are we going to talk about today? During the next several minutes, I am going to tell you about the most important, in my opinion, aspects of cloud transformation. That is, the goals that should guide it. But why all this? What's in it for me? Or maybe under the false pretenses of digital transformation, someone just wants to sell me more cloud subscriptions? These are all valid questions demanding credible answers. An important note to start with. We want to talk about the goals of cloud transformation. And the word transformation itself means making key changes in a company, designed to lead to a change in the way it operates. A bit like a general change in the diet of an organization. So we are talking about implementing significant changes. We'll be ready for them if we are absolutely convinced that they will bring the expected results. Who should feel invited to watch this episode of Cloud Kitchen? We strongly recommend watching this to people positioned in key roles in different departments of a company, such as IT managers, IT directors, people in charge of key business lines, and other CXOs. There will be something for everyone. So let's get down to specifics and first go a few years back in time. What buzzwords could we hear as a part of discussion about the cloud? Certainly a lot, but at the time topics such as disaster recovery, backup, flexible IT infrastructure, IT cost savings were prevalent. What do these concepts have in common? You guessed it, they all relate to the IT area. Because IT departments have been the main drivers and sponsors of the use of cloud technology for many years. So what benefits were IT professionals looking for with the cloud? Let's look at some key areas and typical measurable goals that can be set. And let's start with increasing efficiency, which could mean the following goals: reducing infrastructure delivery time from days to minutes, or optimization of resources, like increasing CPU utilization up to 70%. The IT department is constantly striving to improve reliability, which means they will be interested in raising SLA for key solutions to 99.95% or reduce downtime by half. Improved security is also very important. And thanks to the cloud, it can be understood as 100% of instances with automatic monitoring, or reduced incidents by 30%. Optimizing IT department costs is attractive to many people, not just for IT. And by migrating to the cloud, we can get savings on IT infrastructure, for example, by 20%, or improvements in employee utilization time by 30%. Important note: the sample targets and KPIs just discussed apply to a dish called migration to the cloud. And the migration project itself refers to the transfer, partial or complete, of the systems, applications, resources, or databases to public cloud environments. In other words, it's a primarily technical exercise looking for the benefits of moving digital assets from your own data center to the cloud. And main player involved in this process is, of course, the IT department. But a migration project, after all, can't live in isolation from business reality. It has to be approved by decision makers like the CEO or CFO. After all, someone has to allocate and approve the budget, right? And here's the season of not so good information. Knowledge of benefits of cloud technology by departments other than IT was and still is limited. This fact can significantly reduce the likelihood of cloud transformation success or even block such an initiative. Since the topic of cloud transformation should not be solely a technical issue, how to play it right? It's time for another definition, this time synergy. And synergy, in a nutshell, is a joint action that creates greater or totally new effects. So, it is the result of teamwork that is much bigger than the sum of individual actions. Like when you mix strawberries with chocolate and receive a whole new delicious food. And to be more specific, we want to talk about the synergy of the IT with business, that is, with other departments of the company. This kind of cooperation will bring much more benefits of using the cloud. At this point, other important questions can also be raised. So to speak, testing the existing cooperation between technical and business departments. To what extent is a company's technology strategy part of its business strategy? Are the two strategies intertwined? In what ways is IT working on technology strategy? Does it go hand in hand with the business? As you can see, I put much stress on convincing businesses to talk about the cloud. There are many important reasons behind that. Why should cloud computing be high on the agenda of CXO decision makers? When discussing the cloud, it's not all about the cloud itself as another IT tool. The key is what the cloud can do for you or for any business department. Let me give a simple example, which can also be an important goal to initiate a technological transformation. We are talking about finding solutions to known and previously identified problems that for some reasons could not have been solved until now. Simply put, thanks to the cloud, we can do both. Find new recipes for solving problems and, additionally, improve solutions that have already been implemented. And as you may guess, this is very good information. What are other business motivations and goals for cloud transformation? With the cloud, we can produce and deliver products to the customers faster, and at the same time, they can be more tailored to them. And shorter time to market is a very popular, measurable goal of cloud transformation. Perhaps in your company, the time to deliver new functionality or upgrades is measured in months, while the market now expects deployment times of weeks or even hours. Think about it. But let's go further. With innovative services available from the cloud, we can offer products that were previously beyond the capabilities of our R&D departments. That is to say, we easily reach for innovations and turn them into real applications. And delivering innovative functionalities can reduce the retention rate of our customers and builds greater customer loyalty. All of these are examples of useful goals for a cloud migration project. Money. It's time to talk about money. This aspect should be of interest to many people. How can the cloud help in this case? The cloud may visibly reduce the cost spent on technology, including IT infrastructure and IT services. And this is one of the obvious directions necessary to consider. But cloud does not promise miracles in this regard. However, a well-executed migration can bring significant savings. But savings is only one aspect. With the help of cloud, money should also be coming our way. The cloud helps to increase businesses, reach new customers, and build new revenue streams. And then we are already talking about strategic actions reflected in key financial indicators. And it is these metrics that should be ultimately linked to cloud transformation goals. So far, we have talked about any or average organization. It's time to ask ourselves, does the industry matter? The good news is that every industry will find something on the cloud menu. Because every industry has real problems and challenges that need to be addressed through the use of technology. Let's look at the manufacturing industry. Topics such as streamlining the manufacturing process, managing the machinery fleet, improving quality control, or better supply chain management are always in the spotlight. The retail industry constantly wants to get to know and understand its customers better, reach them more effectively, forecast more accurately, and price more efficiently. FSI sector equals a struggle to provide better customer service and new channels for contacting customers, or to develop new services or attractive products. I could multiply similar examples for a long time to come. And in each of the aspects mentioned, the cloud can introduce the recipes for real solutions. And it is these initiatives that should be the axis of technological transformation. It is primarily from these projects that goals for a cloud adoption should emerge. As we can see, defining credible goals for cloud transformation is difficult. The directions of analysis can be many, as the cloud penetrates companies thoroughly. Don't try to do everything at once. Start with the most important areas and use cases, set priorities, and separate key work streams. This allows you not only to focus on key activities, but also to control and correct them. But above all, choose measurable goals. There should not be too many, preferably several. Also, don't plan many years ahead, as your business and the cloud itself may look very different then. But before you start, try to understand. Another important aspect is a thorough understanding of what the public cloud really is. After all, without a proper understanding of its capabilities, we cannot build credible expectations or goals. What's more, cloud technology is constantly changing before our eyes. In the early days of the cloud, we mainly talked about buying virtual machines, doing backups, or just hosting websites. Then the concept of cloud native, the direction of serverless or function as a service, was on the upward wave. In recent years, the leading trend in the cloud area has been the concept of industry cloud. That is, drawing directly from the cloud services or applications closely tailored to a particular market segment or industry. And let's remember that there are still more innovations to stir up or breakthrough technologies to cook up ahead, like the maturity period of quantum computing. So, interesting times are ahead, together with the possibility of reaching goals that we cannot imagine at this moment. And now, a few words at the end. Time to sum up. The topic of appropriate cloud transformation goals is impossible to explain in the course of a 20-minute video. Nor is it possible to prepare recipes for a 12-course holiday meal at that time. Don't you agree? But there are few things I want to leave you with. They will help you to prepare for a cloud adoption project or guide ongoing cloud initiatives. Properly chosen goals are the key to success. They should be measurable, and there should not be too many of them. Before you start, try to understand what the cloud actually offers and where it is heading. Synergy of IT and business is a guarantee of success in such a project. Focus on business transformation, not only on cloud or IT transformation. Cloud changes the entire organization, so you have to engage different roles in your company to make the cloud happen. The cloud is not just a toy for IT only. Evolution, not revolution. Find the use case most worthy to your company and solve a real problem. Then you will be able to move on. Start with baby steps. Do a POC and don't plan many years ahead. The cloud is changing the way that we think. New standards and principles need to be taken into account. The cloud is evolving, so the cloud adoption process will continue for many years, and it will be an ongoing process. You need to keep this in mind. Thank you for being with me today. I strongly encourage you to visit Cloud Kitchen again. See you soon.